Yeah, think I'm in love. Think I'm in love. Turn it. She don't love me like she say she do, but she fuck me like a stripper
Think
do.
I'm in love.
Bougie baddie, love her attitude.
She bad.
Thick booty ratchet, bring them Xannies through. She don't love me like she say she do, but she fuck me like a stripper
Think
do.
I'm in love. In love.
Bougie baddie, love her attitude.
She bad.
Thick booty ratchet, bring them Xannies through. Hey, turn that shit up.
Hey.
Hey.
Turn it.
She don't love me like she say she do, but she fuck me like a stripper
Think
do.
I'm in love.
Bougie baddie, love her attitude.
She bad.
Thick booty ratchet, bring them Xannies through.
Through.
Baby girl so bad, I can't leave her lonely. Grip her by the waist while I give her long D.
Come here.
Juicy, creamy, guac, sound like macaroni.
That why.
She say you a Mac, I say bitch I'm Goldie.
Drill.
She make that booty pop, pop. Smoking this Cali Kush, I'm like baby don't stop.
Don't stop.
King of the rock, plenty guala, I got stocks. Count this blue cheese while she give me sloppy top. She don't love me like she say she do, but she fuck me like a stripper
Think I'm
do.
in love.
Bougie baddie, love her attitude.
She bad.
Big booty ratchet, bring them Xannies through.
I know I'm the shit, you can't tell me nothing. Ass sitting upright just from all this running. I get what the fuck I want without even fussing. Tell him what he need to hear, and I keep him coming. He texts me, I don't text back. Ain't gotta say I'm sorry, tell him meet me in the back. Then I ride that dick up in the car while I'm off a triple stack. Bounce it, pop it, drop it, nigga, why you throw them stacks? GTA, Keisha.
She don't love me like she say she do, but she fuck me like a stripper
Think I'm
do.
in love.
Bougie baddie, love her attitude.
She bad.
Big booty ratchet, bring them Xannies through.
Welcome back. This month will be dedicated to all the creepy, weird, unexplained, unsolved, based on true stories and downright spooky content. For all the true crime and horror lovers, welcome to Stringtober with Nacho Podcast. What's up? Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Nacho Podcast. Make sure before you do anything, hit that subscribe button. You see the question, have you subscribed yet? I don't know. I don't know if you have, but in case you haven't, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. If you already have, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and supporting us. I'm your girl, Simply Keisha, and yeah, we about to go in. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, y'all already know I'm the second half of 2 Hour TV, one half of Nacho Podcast. I'm your host, King Crown. Welcome back to the 2 Hour TV channel. Thank y'all for tuning in. Much love to all the subscribers, everybody around the world. Like Simply Keisha said, it is Stringtober. It's spooky season. So, hey, we got to try to scare some of y'all. So, make sure y'all definitely smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Don't be in here scared to chop it up with us. Hey, we're trying to get to our first 1,000 subs, y'all. So, make sure y'all smash that sub button, smash that like button, share the stream, and all that good ish. We got a lot of good content coming for y'all. Bear with us. We might be busy sometimes because, we do work and live a personal,
Life
regular
is
life
still
like
lifing,
everybody. But
you
just
know?
know, we're going to keep y'all entertained.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep you entertained.
We're going to scam. We want to
But
scare somebody
yeah,
this
no.
month. We want to scare you.
Yeah, so okay, so going right into it, I always like October, I always like Halloween or whatever, but I don't know, I'm just a scary person. Sometimes I like to even scare myself. Like that type. I'm so serious. But anyway, so stories
I
like
have
this intrigue me. So we do have a couple of stories that are true that we want to share with Nacho.
With the Nacho Chat, hey, I can only piggyback off what you just said. I don't always love me some scary movies and the whole horror genre, so I definitely like this time of year. I love this spooky season, y'all. So, hey, we're gonna come with a lot of different content for y'all. Simply Keisha, what you got for them today?
Well, I just have just a couple of different stories. The first one that really intrigued me is when you think about birthday parties, you think about like
Mm-hmm.
fun times, enjoyment, spending time with family, friends, all that,
Yeah.
toys, presents. But what if the birthday parties were a little scary on the scary side?
Oh.
So I looked up to see if there were actually some scary birthday parties and if there were any events. Y'all know we in 2025, so everything that has pretty much happened has had a chance to happen has happened. So yeah, looking up these stories was quite intriguing to me, and I hope that it's um going to be the same for y'all. So get right into it.
Let's go and get into the content. Make sure y'all smash that like, share, subscribe button. Hey, y'all get in the comments. Leave y'all take. If y'all got some scary stuff we need to cover, leave it in the comments.
Did you think
There will be links in the description
that our
to
story
every video too. Make sure y'all check
was
out the links
over?
in the description to the Nacho Podcast Central. Okay, started.
For my friend Ryan's 21st birthday, I threw him a surprise party at my house. I invited all of our friends in our group, plus some acquaintances and friends of friends who were brought along. My parents weren't home for the night, so it worked out nicely. The peak of the night was when Ryan walked in the door and all of us got to scream surprise. It was a Friday night, so mostly everyone drank a decent amount. I tried not to get too drunk, just so I could stay alert in case anyone was doing something dumb in my parents' house. We had cake and other desserts set up for Ryan too. I did a lot of walking around offering cake and beers to everyone, even people I'd never met before, including one guy with long blonde hair and a football shirt sitting on my couch, and some dude who looked a few years older sitting on my grandma's old rocking chair that she gave to my mom. I whispered into Ryan's ear at some point that half these random dudes that our friends brought over looked either kind of creepy.
I'm not gonna front. Just looking at that picture of all that alcohol and beer pong, it looked like it was playing beer pong. It do look kind of scary up in that piece.
I see a lot
What
of
you think?
monster drinks. I don't even see no beer pong, but I see a lot of monster drinks. When you want that monster, you all about to drink.
Oh shoot, it's gonna get spooky in this bitch.
Or odd. He agreed with me, a bit over-enthusiastically, but that's probably because he was a lot drunker than I was. The night progressed and everyone got drunker, and everyone was doing increasingly silly and dumb things. The guy who was still in the rocking chair started to hum a song really loudly and obnoxiously. The rest of us just watched and found it hilarious for some reason. Then the guy with the long blonde hair started to sing a completely different song, and everyone else kind of just joined along. It was a room full of drunk 20-something-year-olds singing very loudly. It was
No,
a fun time, but eventually it had to end, and people started leaving one by one as they sobered up.
you're not doing that at my party.
That's what. Wait a minute.
If
So that's
everybody
what.
is singing happy birthday, you start singing something else, I don't care if you bust out with little baby. You,
Yeah,
I don't know.
like that.
I
I don't
mean,
like that.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, look, you sing happy birthday to me or shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you
Don't
chanting.
be doing weird stuff.
A couple of
Don't be
people
weird.
stayed the night because they were too drunk to drive, including Ryan and our friend Sean. I slept in the living room with them. We left the TV on with the movie The Hangover on in the background. I suddenly thought to ask the two, Who were those two guys who had been in the living room on the couch and in the rocking chair most of the night?
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead?
Sean said the guy with the long blonde hair was a friend of one of our other friends. But
Okay.
as far as the guy in the rocking chair, neither of them had a clue. I decided to text everyone in the group chat we had made prior to the surprise party to find out who was friends with this creepy dude in the rocking chair. One by one, our friends said they had no idea. It seemed everyone assumed he knew someone there, but apparently that wasn't the case. I was waiting on two more friends to answer, but I was pretty sure one of them had to have known him.
I'm already kind of triggered, and this is already spooky because we partying with a person. All us in here know each other, but we don't know this person.
But we don't know that we don't know this. We don't know that our friends don't know this person, and our friends don't know that we don't know this person. Everybody just thinks that this person just belongs there to somebody that is at the party.
Yeah, I don't trust like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't
Mm-mm.
trust like that.
Mm-mm.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
no,
Me and you, we
No.
all gotta know each other.
no.
Anyway, Sean and Ryan fell asleep quickly, so I decided to go to sleep too. I woke up an hour later though, I guess to the sound of the TV. I checked my phone, which was sitting on my chest. There were a bunch of texts from the group chat. To put it short, every single person in the group chat said they had no idea who that was. I sat up to let that sink in better. Some random, creepy-looking older dude snuck into my house and hid in plain sight for hours. I suddenly looked around the living room, lit up by the glow of the TV. I felt as if my entire house was unsafe and that we weren't alone. I quietly stepped out from the living room towards the kitchen.
Hell no.
I went over to the tiny hall that separates the kitchen from the 3 bedrooms on the first floor, still using the glow from the TV in the living room as my light source to navigate. I think because I didn't want to draw attention, I guess. I stepped into the hall and froze.
Hell no.
I was pretty sure I could see something.
No, no, no. No, sir. You mean to tell me you had a party and you got wasted, you passed out, you don't know who that old nigga was,
Damn.
and nobody know who he was, and your ass done went to sleep, and now you want to wake up, now you want to talk about, now you weirded out, boy.
Yeah, you better
Listen,
at the end of the hall. It was too dark though. I took a couple steps forward, and it became more clear that there was a person standing there at the end of the hall. Then to make it even worse, I heard a faint, low, cackling kind of laugh at the far end of the hall. I slowly backed away without acting fazed at all. Meanwhile, I felt like my heart dropped to my stomach. I got back to the living room and shook my two friends awake. I whispered to them that someone was in the house with us. I got on the phone with the police and talked as low as I could into the phone so that the woman on the other end could still hear me. And as I was on the phone, I saw the creepy guy from earlier, the guy who was on the rocking chair all night, suddenly walk out to the living room, look at us sitting there, passed us, and walked out the front door.
Oh, yeah.
you would have
Literally
beat
frozen.
up.
Oh, no.
I think my friends were
See,
too.
that's why we know now.
I told the
I'm not
911
being
operator that the intruder just left my house.
No, sir.
She said lock all the doors and we should be fine.
I'm not being discriminate, but that does sound like that he was not black. I promise you. Anybody show up to a party and I don't know you, and you still there after the party, gone. No. Just know how bad you about to get beat up in the house. Everybody about to
Yeah.
beat you up. Like, it's
Yeah,
not even
'cause-
just gonna be me. It's not, the host probably not gonna have to do nothing. Like, you might die.
I'm already overly cautious anyway, so a person
Yo.
that's steady being weird like this brother's being weird, I'm already definitely gonna be watching them and be overly cautious of their ass. I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, what is going on with them?
Yeah, like before the party is over, that person will be identified. Like, who are you here? Who do you know here? Like, What? No.
I can't die like that.
No.
A cop came by for a few minutes just to check in. After he left, my friends and I found a trail of blood stains on the carpet in the hallway. The stains led to the end of the hall, where I saw him standing. Then it just stopped. Needless to say, no sleep was had that night.
Style starts with the details. The difference between mid and next level, a real gold chain that hits. Lifetime guaranteed.
Damn.
I'm sure we all have those memories from our childhood that make us uncomfortable to think about. How we were so young and innocent and unknowing to something bad that was about to happen. I was in the first grade. It was either a Friday or Saturday night. All I know is we didn't have school the next day. My friend's mom set up a little party for his birthday at a local bowling alley. All his friends and their parents were there, and we were sectioned off into different lanes to play with different groups. I wasn't having a lot of fun, mainly because I stunk at bowling, and still do to this day. I remember complaining and crying to my mom that I didn't want to play anymore, and I think one of the kids started taking my turn for me. There was a back room sectioned off for the party with a bunch of snacks, sweets, and sodas. So while my mom was talking to some of the other parents, I think that's when I snuck to that back room to fill my stomach with cupcakes and other sweets.
Hey,
There was a door leading to the outside in this room.
them cookies.
It led to the back of the building, I guess.
Them cookies right there.
The
Them
one with the
cookies.
frosting on it.
Yeah, with the frosting on it, got so many dentists rich to this day.
Those like some good cookies.
But
They
it's like
soft.
they so sugary.
They so soft
Woo! It'll make-
and cookie eat.
They so sugary they'll make your eyes water.
They soft and cakey and cookie.
I remember all mine being hard. I'm not gonna front. They was like
Those
this-
cookies.
Yeah,
Well,
I remember
They've
all my cookies.
reinvented. They've reinvented them now. Those are like so soft.
All my cookies that I got like that, they always was like the cafeteria biscuits when I
Like
was at school.
Like you could throw them.
Yeah, you gonna bust a window with them.
And the next thing I remember was the moment a man was standing at the doorway telling me to come outside and check something out. To this day, it still makes me cringe, thinking back and remembering that I actually listened to the random man and went out there. Upon stepping outside, the man knelt down to my level so that we were face to face. Then he pointed at a truck that was running maybe 5 yards away. I remember he said he had the rest of the sweets and snacks in the back of his truck, and he needed help unloading it.
Oh,
See, and this is
Oh, nah, buddy.
This is why parents definitely have got to like always watch our little ones at all times, because what? This man told him to come outside and he listened.
like you said, you have
He also offered to give me a $20 reward if I
you got an
helped him.
overly monitored joke.
Now, I'm sure in my 6-year-old mindset, I was thinking about how cool I'd look
Sure.
and how jealous all the other kids would be.
Damn.
I followed the man to his truck. He opened the back door for me and pointed at a big black plastic bag sitting in his back seat. I climbed into the truck, and the next thing I remember was the horrific, ear-piercing scream of a woman. It was my mom, standing at the back doorway of the bowling alley, screaming my name over and over. I ran to my mom, who grabbed me and held me tight as I heard the sound of tires skidding out, followed by a truck speeding away. I turned to look, and the truck was already gone. My mom was in tears, scolding me. A few other parents and kids came out, and it turned into a huge scene. It was a traumatizingly embarrassing experience for me. The bowling alley had to shut operations for the night, and the party had to be cut short. I've asked my mom about this story so
No
many
more
times.
bowling tonight.
She said the police arrived after my dad
You already know the bowling alley shut it down. No more bowling tonight. The wrap. Pack it up. Everybody's going home. We got little Blake out here with his 6-year-old ass. Ran his ass outside. Jumped
Oh,
in the
my.
back of somebody's van. We shutting it down. No more pizza. No more bowling. No more popcorn, cookies. hanging it up,
You have
packing
to,
it up.
like you say, something like that happened. It's,
What?
oh no.
What?
Picked me up, and my mom told the police everything I told her. She also got a decent look at the man and his truck, so she gave a description to the police as well. Unfortunately, nothing was ever heard as far as the police catching him. All I have to say is, if any of you are parents, burn the phrase "don't talk to strangers" into your kids' heads.
Shoot. Get him a shirt that said something.
If you're a producer who hates
Yes.
AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining co-producer. You can take
Don't
any
talk to strangers ever.
Story number 3. Hey, make sure y'all smash the like, share, and subscribe button. Get in the comments that y'all take. Hey, anything spooky, anything scary y'all want us to commentate on and investigate and react to, drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments, y'all. We gonna get back to it.
You didn't press play.
Nah, I didn't.
For my son's 12th birthday, my wife and I threw him a little party in the backyard. We invited the whole family, as we usually did for any of our kids' birthdays, and let him invite all of his friends too. We live in rural New Jersey, so our backyard connects to forest on 2 sides. We also have a pretty big property, which allowed us to space out a bunch of tables on the grass with food and refreshments. The little party went into the night. Most of our guests left.
I can remember visiting Branson, Missouri, and that's literally how the house was. It was literally like that, like in the middle of nowhere. For
With just
one,
woods around.
but yo, that's what I'm talking about. Like to drive to the house is nothing but woods. When you be on the front porch, it's nothing but woods. If you go to the side, everything is just Bigfoot home and a house in the middle of it.
Sounds like Bigfoot's house.
I couldn't believe anybody.
Could
did
you
that.
live somewhere like that? I mean, now as I was just gonna say, like now as an
At first,
adult,
I used to be like, "How can you live there?" But now I understand.
yeah, because
Yeah, that's ideal.
peace
That's ideal.
is so
That's ideal.
ooh, that's priceless.
That's the perfect place to live.
Where? Branson?
Anywhere like that. Yep. Branson and a lot of different places is like that. I like the middle of nowhere. In the woods and smog. That's peace. Don't nobody want to be there. Everybody that's there is there for a reason. So it makes sense.
And then if anybody does
Linger
come up,
if you linger around
yeah.
there, just know you on some zombie stuff or you on Rando Nautica.
But closer family and some of our friends stayed late. It was probably 8 o'clock. The mosquitoes were out in full force, so I decided to run over to the shed at the far end of the backyard by the woods to fetch the tiki torches. I grabbed like 6 torches and set them on the grass while I went back in to look for fuel. However, while I was in the shed, I heard steps in the woods. I stopped what I was doing to take a look out there, but honestly, it was just too dark to see out into the woods. After finding the fuel, I went back to the part of the yard everyone else was at and pitched the torches into the ground. The 6 torches gave off a decent amount of light while keeping us safe from the blood-sucking pests. There were about 6 kids left, including my son, and they all wanted to play hide-and-seek in the woods.
Hell no.
My wife and I allowed it, just making sure to tell them to stay close to the tree line.
No.
My son and his friends went to play their little game in the woods, which left the rest of us to sit in peace for a little bit. It was a solid 15 minutes of talking with relatives and hearing the kids laughing and yelling in the near distance out in the woods. But all of a sudden, the yelling turned to screams. Concerning sounding screams from the kids. All of us looked at each other, sitting up in concern. The kids one by one came running out of the woods, yelling that there's something in there. We don't have bears or any big predatory animals around here, so that was not the first thing we assumed it to
You don't know
be.
what you got. It's the woods.
You live, that's what I'm saying.
How do you know what you have? I remember I was working. No, it wasn't. Okay, I was getting off work and I had stopped by this little spot, little hood store, or whatever. One of the workers in there was telling me that he had fairies that lived. And then he pulled up a video of like these tiny little flying fairies
see,
that live like in his wooded area. He was like, he knew that it was weird. He knew that it wasn't like a regular fly or a mosquito, but the video that he showed me, I was like, how the hell can you deny that shit? Like, you know,
that's the thing. The thing
like,
that
but it was so little. It was like that, but you could see like the whole body, and it was like glowing. It was like a whole thing.
so it's like Tinkerbell.
Yes, it was a
He got
whole
Tinkerbells all in his damn.
backyard.
See, that's why you
In the
can't.
country, though. In the country.
And see, that's why you can't play in the. You can't play in the
In the
natural elements like the
woods.
woods and stuff.
What are you
You gonna
doing?
find out something.
Get your butt in the house.
I believe that.
Bring it
like,
in.
hey,
Like, don't play with me.
you might meet Bigfoot.
You
So
might meet
kids,
somebody.
kids and grown people, don't play in the woods. It's spooky season.
It's
Smash the
spooky
like, share,
season.
subscribe button. You might get ate by Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want it.
I told all the kids to stay near the patio area. My brother Dom and I, being the biggest men there, decided to go investigate. We took a couple flashlights and off we went into the pitch black woods. The only sounds we heard around us were crickets and other night bugs. So we went deeper, and that's when we started to hear something else. It sounded like an animal at first, but as we followed the sound to get closer, the sound started to become more human-like. We continued to walk, and we agreed we both had the feeling that we were being watched, like stalked. I put my arm out to stop Dom. Standing in the silence now, the best way I could describe the sound we were hearing was a moaning, angry kind of sound. It sounded human, but it was a bizarre sound. Then, a few cracks of the leaves on the ground ahead of us. We aimed our lights over there, and there was someone or something behind the tree. The moaning sound stopped. Dom stepped forward and called out. What happened next was textbook horror movie stuff. A scream, so loud, so blood-curdling, so inhuman, filled the air. I'm sure it could be heard for miles. Dom and I turned and booked it back to the property. We waved at everyone to go inside when we made it back. Dom got on the phone with the sheriff's department. They said it was probably a wild animal. We wanted to insist it was a human, but we honestly couldn't. We to this day don't know who or what we saw and heard in those woods, but it was definitely stalking us and the kids when they were playing hide and seek. And that scream we heard, it just didn't sound human to us.
Okay, I liked all the other stories except that last one. I needed a little bit more detail on that. Like, sir, we understand. I could have told your ass a story of some unexplained shit that happened, like all kind of stuff like that.
And just so my thing is just from hearing the story, what do you think it was? Just with
A skin
I'm
crawler.
hearing the whole
A skin crawler. Well, I mean, he
in the
said that.
woods, and they being human.
I would think some type of cryptid, because he said it sounded like a human, and then it sounded like an animal. Well, it sounded like an animal, and then it sounded like a human. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Do you see that question on the screen? It literally says, "Have you subscribed yet? Have you subscribed?"
Make sure y'all smash the like, share, subscribe button. You gonna get.
Oh,
That's gonna happen. But to piggyback again off of what you said, I'm just like, yeah, I do kind of, I do think that, yeah, if it was the way he described what they saw and heard, I think it probably was
something.
a skinwalker.
Yes, something like
Like you
that.
said, like a shift, like they be saying, talking about shapeshifters and stuff.
Something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I just know it's other stuff. So, but whatever it is, I'm not fucking with it. Excuse my language. I'm not going to the woods
My thing is, that's
and serving up myself as a sacrifice for whatever would it
I'm not gonna
be.
front. I'm one of them people that's overly paranoid anyway. So yeah, when it comes to the woods, I can't be playing.
Or the water.
Yeah,
Come
definitely
on.
water. It's plenty of monsters in the water too. It's definitely
Water, mountain, woods, caves. You can put me in the sky.
Yeah, them natural elements. You definitely better be ready because even in the sky, it might
Aliens. Yep.
natural elements. But yeah, we gonna hold y'all up too long today. I mean, not tonight, but this morning. We're gonna get into the story about this North Little Rock serial deleter. Now I'm from Little Rock, y'all, so we from Little Rock. So this definitely hit different. So we're gonna get into the Little Rock slash. Let's see what's going on with the Little Rock slash.
Rate, then don't skip this video.
Bill.
Take a look. I've removed my personal info, guys. From $140 per month down.
An unknown male.
We're gonna leave the links in the description for all the videos that we reacting to and commentating to, y'all. So make sure y'all click all the links in the description. Smash the like, share, and subscribe button. We got unlimited. We got so much content coming for y'all. Just stay tuned. So make sure y'all subscribe and tell a friend to subscribe, baby. Let's get into it about the Little Rock slash. Let's see hold on. What's going on there? Okay. Music playing.
Breaking news tonight out of North Little Rock. One man is dead and several others injured after a string of stabbings. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Fox 16 News at 9. I'm Stephanie Sharp. Police arrested Baron Brown. They believe he went to at least 4 places near Woodland Drive and stabbed people. Hunter Hoagland has been following the story throughout the day. He's live tonight at North Little Rock Police Headquarters. Hunter, what can you tell us?
Well, Stephanie, police tell me the suspect was taken into custody earlier this morning. They say not only did he stab several family members, but complete strangers too.
A complete stranger.
It's a pain that hurts in more ways than one.
He have never been violent towards me. And they think he would do this to me.
Gwendolyn Brown says she woke up this morning.
I'm appalled and mad because we done lived in Little Rock forever, and I ain't never heard of the Little Rock slasher.
Like, excuse me?
I ain't never in my life knew that it was a person going around Little Rock doing nothing like being a serial deleter. I didn't know nothing about this. Make sure y'all smash the like button, share this stream, get in the comments that y'all taking all that. 'Cause it's spooky season. This is spooky as hell.
Yeah. I love true spooky. I like true story. That's my shit.
When her nephew Baron Brown started banging on the door.
When I backed up against the couch, that's when he stuck something in my side.
She says he went back to the bedroom and stabbed another person inside. She says she then ran down Woodland Drive for help.
I kept feeling the blood run down my leg.
According to North Little Rock Police, Brown's crime spree started just before 9 a.m. He then walked to several other locations where he stabbed other victims.
They were both sickly. They did not deserve this.
Robert Stansel heard screams, shocked to hear they were coming from the people he calls friends.
It is extraordinary in this neighborhood for something like that to happen.
For Brown, she says her wound will heal, but being hurt by family is a heartache that lasts.
So you mean to tell me? So
That's so sad.
that's pitiful, man.
That's messed up. Boy.
That's your own family. And people be wondering why they don't even want to deal with their own family sometimes.
And then it says Little Rock slasher, unsolved serial killer documentary. So it's unsolved?
Yeah, it's
but
spooky.
she know who. did it.
Damn, you just pointed out something that makes sense. How is it unsolved? Does she know who did it?
I don't know. Maybe this is.
She
maybe
believe in no snitching, probably.
Hope Barron get what he deserved because he don't need to be out there on the street hurting anybody.
Baron Brown would be arrested the same day for his stabbing spree on July 11, 2020.
Boy, look at you.
Your bold face ass.
Over here stabbing people. Serial killer. Serial killer.
In Little Rock.
So he wasn't just stabbing people, he was deleting them.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Somebody need to slap his ass in the motherfucking face. Bitch.
Just over a month later, someone else would follow in his footsteps. Stalking the streets of Little Rock's historic Wright Avenue neighborhood at night, an unknown male has stabbed.
Wait a minute.
Stalking the streets of Wright Avenue?
Wright Avenue?
They in the hood? Whoa. Wait.
Wright Avenue, bro.
Where are you? What are you doing? You have a definite target.
Wow.
You definitely have.
I can't even say everything I want to say about Wright Avenue, y'all, but
that's.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
At least 3 transients to death and left a woman for dead. And though he's been caught on camera at least 2 of the crime scenes, to date, his identity has remained a mystery. He is known as the Little Rock Slasher.
What?
Goes on in San Francisco for the man known as the Zodiac Killer.
There could be a serial killer in Chicago.
The Oakland County child killer, Phantom Killer.
Frankfurt slasher. 4 children have now been murdered.
Has killed 5 and says he's going to kill again.
15 brutally murdered young women.
The pattern is the same.
One by one, the death count started rising.
A man in a mask robbed, tied, and stabbed them.
Strangled, stuffed in burlap bags.
It is highly unlikely that these women were murdered by separate men.
Where will the killer strike next? Police can't answer who or why.
That's the question that we'll never know.
I don't want to live the rest of my life wondering if this person's going to be caught.
I believe that there's someone out there that has knowledge.
And he's probably...
Y'all, it's spooky season.
Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, okay?
And y'all see how people is acting. And y'all wonder why the gov is bringing back the delete sentence. That's why the delete sentence is running rampant, y'all. It's spooky season.
Still at large.
Work confidently while on SSDI with Allsup Employment Services. We can help you participate and find a job that's right.
Today, the Little Rock police issue a safety alert after multiple knife attacks in the city. 3 of those attacks are homicides. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Police believe the attacks are all connected and are now offering a $20,000 reward for the suspect.
Even in today's modern world, most people are unaware that a serial killer was in their midst until a public safety alert was broadcast, at which time the slasher had already claimed at least 3 victims. Just west of downtown, the historic district of Wright Avenue.
All my family. I want all my family that's in Little Rock and from Little Rock. What? If you in here, put in the comments, do you know anything about the Little Rock Slasher? Have you heard of this person?
It's unsolved. Whoever this person, they still haven't caught them. The first person, I get it. But then they said somebody else followed in his footsteps a month later or a year later or something like that. Later.
Dang.
I know.
Hey, make sure y'all smash the like, share, subscribe button. This is a story about where we from. So this definitely hit us different. Leave y'all take if y'all got a story that we can, hey, it's spooky season. Y'all got a spooky, something scary to talk about, hey. Put it in the comments. We're going to get to
It was largely undeveloped until the 1890s. Bisected by the commercial Wright Avenue, the residential area on both sides gives off an appearance of a nice neighborhood. But come evening time, things are different. Wright Avenue is a frequent hotspot of crime, but again, that's usually just the commercial section.
Hey, I just said stop saying stuff about Wright Avenue. And they're going to go out on the limb and say that.
They showing Gain Street.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is about.
Hey, what?
I'm so triggered.
What?
It was August 24, 2020 when 64-year-old Larry McChristian was walking south along Gain Street towards the busier Roosevelt Road when he crossed paths with someone else walking north in the early hours of the morning.
What?
It was not long after that someone would spot his body lying on the grass here.
Well, neighbors I talked to tonight say they're terrified after hearing news of a possible serial killer on the loose here in the area. This here is the yard where one of the victims, Larry McChristian, was found stabbed to death back in August. I talked to neighbors tonight who say they won't be going anywhere alone until his killer is caught.
Like all three of the victims, shockingly little is known about Larry, who was known to be homeless. 2 days prior to his death, he was reported missing from his current town of Yellville, about 2.5 hours from Little Rock.
And that street literally looked like close to Grandma Jones Street. Wow.
As police spoke with surrounding neighbors, they discovered that the house across the street had security cameras that captured footage of the killer.
Okay.
You can see that he stops and calmly heads back south on Gain Street to where Larry had been stabbed. A later interview with a neighbor stated he watched the man die before returning on camera and walking north across 22nd Street. Locals were shocked that this random murder could occur and a $10,000 reward was raised by them.
Being stabbed is a very intimate act. You have to get really close up to a person.
Rachel Miller and her husband walk near South Gain Street most days, a street where police say one of 4 victims was found with multiple stab wounds, dead.
That is kind of creepy to know that somebody will just come up and randomly stab you.
I know it.
You seen what I just seen?
No.
Okay.
It is horrifying. I know that we are a tight-knit community, so my first thought was, let me make sure that everybody is aware.
Brenda Walker with the Downtown Neighborhood Association, making sure everyone who calls downtown home knows of the danger that walks the same sidewalks as they do.
Because of coronavirus, we weren't running in groups as much, and so running and walking by myself, I will think twice about it.
These neighbors say until LRPD can catch the serial killer who investigators say is responsible for 3 deaths in the area, they won't be hitting the pavement alone.
If you see something, report it.
I think just being aware of your surroundings and safety numbers when you are out, walk with somebody, like my husband.
The Little Rock slasher.
I am done. I am done. Look at Bishop.
12th Street.
Yes, I'm done.
Thank you.
I am done.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I am done. In case you guys didn't know, I'm triggered. Okay.
I'm not gonna front y'all. This is triggering than a mug to me. I'm just like, wow, because hey, we from Little Rock, y'all.
Well, I'm not
We know
technically
these
from
streets.
Little Rock, but I
Well, yeah,
grew up
well,
in
I
Little
am.
Rock. and
I'm
it's
from
like
Little Rock, so
I grew up in Little Rock, so to see or to know that they had a serial killer that
any
is
kind of
still
serial delete
it's still
I'm sitting there
unsolved.
like, wow.
Like what?
So I was just walking around, not knowing a damn thing.
I'm done with them. Okay, that's funny.
You got to do your spooky. This is spooky.
I have to do my spooky what?
Your spooky outro. This is the first episode.
Y'all, we're leaving Nacho Podcast. No. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. Of course, we will be back later after work because y'all already know life be lifing. So we still have to work and pay bills. So make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be the beginning of Streamtober, and I'm so excited because it's dedicated to all of the spooky lovers. You know?
Like we say, all the spooky stuff, all the scary stuff. And we is still going to report on a lot of the news, the virus stuff that's going on. Y'all don't even trip.
Because P. Diddy's trial, he was not acquitted. He was denied. See?
So he got to go back to trial?
And then Cassie wrote a letter to the judge before his trial. So you think her letter helped or hurt?
Only way I think it helped, it hurt. It helped
her
case. I'm not even going front. Like,
yeah, that.
When you clowning like Diddy was clowning, I mean.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's how cookies crumble.
But you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in today to another episode of Whose Podcast? Nacho Podcast.
Hey, better believe
I'm your girl, Simply Keisha. That's King Graham. He's like a ghost.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all later on tonight. Make sure y'all staying safe and stay dangerous out here. It's spooky season, so remember, stay safe and stay dangerous. Like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. Smash that like, share, subscribe.
It's spooky season, so make sure that you watch out for the ghosts. And yeah, watch out for them ghosts. If they good ghosts, it's okay.
I guess. I don't know. But either way, hey y'all, stay safe and stay dangerous out here. We'll catch y'all later on today. Get y'all some rest. And peace out.